Hey, so today we're going to talk about being addicted to the internet. You think you're not addicted to the internet? How do you know you're not addicted to the internet? Welcome to the place where we endeavor to keep your spirits high. The sky's not the limit, and the limit is definitely not the sky. Let's go!
¿Se fue? Bueno, por estar con una cámara no se sentó bien.
So, internet addiction. Are you addicted to the internet? Well, moreover, social media. Are you addicted to social media or the internet? Now, I'll be emboldened enough to say to you that the majority of people who are addicted to the internet don't even know that they're addicted to the internet in the first place. Now, why do I say that? Because the internet has become such a staple in our lives. I mean, that includes apps like WhatsApp, Line, Skype, etc., etc. You name it. So, how do you know if you've got a problem? You have to know you have a problem in order to solve the problem in the first place. So, let's embark upon this. So, if you do one of the following, you're probably addicted to the internet. So, take a deep breath. This is going to be like holding a mirror up to yourself and not liking what the hell you see. But hey, here we go. Okay, so you're not finding it hard, or you're finding it hard to form meaningful relationships with people who you meet in the flesh, I hasten to add, and not in the digital world. So this normally happens via lack of practice in the real world to formulate soft skills, or what are known as soft skills. So soft skills are personal attributes that enable someone to interact effectively or harmoniously with another person. We've seen this over and over again. People in social settings with friends, at dinner, and what are they doing? They're on their mobile phone, or they're doing what I call the mobile prayer, talking to somebody else who's not even in the room. If you don't recognize, guys, that's a problem. Antisocial behavior, of course it's a problem. And the thing is, there are individuals out there that don't think that that's a problem. That is like I said before, that's antisocial behavior. You're in a social setting, for God's sake, socialize. But they can't. Why can't they socialize? Because they have an addiction. If you're waking up in the morning, you roll over and the first thing that you do is check your phone each and every day of the week, there is a problem. Chances are you check it last thing at night as well as checking it in the morning. Oh, but I use my phone as an alarm clock. I hear you cry. Right. Well, buy an alarm clock. They're really, really cheap. You can buy them on Amazon. Next one. You're spending more time on the internet or on your phone or on apps like WhatsApp than you spend with your family. Of course, that's a problem. That's a major problem. You use the internet to change your mood or to make you feel better. So it could be a case of you post a video or you post a picture online, and you're constantly checking every hour, sometimes every minute, to see how many likes you have on that particular photo. That is an addiction. So let me ask you a question. Does that sound familiar? There's a difference between posting a picture or a video and checking it every few hours as opposed to checking it every single minute or every so often. Your Instagram, your Facebook, etc., etc. You feel almost dependent, or you feel validation from the likes that are coming in. It changes or alters your mood. That is a definite problem. That is because you are addicted. I know this is hard to face. Like I said, it's like putting a mirror up to your face and not liking what you see, but these are addictive behaviors. You can't even go to the bathroom without checking how many people have liked your post. That essential 25 seconds that you need to take a pee or to get rid of that waste that's accumulated in your body, you can't even do that without checking your phone or your social media or whatever you check on that phone. Another one is when you check your social media when you're on your way to work, when you're at lunch, when you're on your break, when you take a shit, as I've mentioned it before, and it drives you to madness when your battery life runs down. And I know how this feels, iPhone users. Now let's get into the science. The reason why you're addicted in the first place is because of a neurochemical in your brain, which is released when you're appeased by these images or you're appeased by social media or apps. So what does that mean? When you receive likes on that sexy picture that you've posted online, or someone likes several comments that you've put up online, that same feel-good factor is like, it's almost akin to a drug addict when they receive their drugs or they inhale their drugs or ingest their drugs. So what happens? Dopamine is released in that person's brain, and the cycle continuously repeats itself. And then you have the addictive nature. I know this sounds extreme, but this is what happens. So this begs the question, why aren't individuals not getting that feel-good factor from other entities such as interactions with real people? Well, that's another story. The narcissistic behavior of it all being about me and people sending you confirmation via online likes, activating a release of dopamine in your brain every time, there's nothing wrong with that. The only thing is if it infiltrates the individual without the individual actually knowing. That's where the addiction starts. So in this short and quick video, we now understand what the model is. So what's the solution to the person being addicted to the internet? Stay tuned for part 2 of this video in order to find out. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe and also leave a comment. Even if you're not watching it on YouTube, go over to YouTube, like and subscribe and leave a comment. You can also find me on social media. Yep, that's me, Ben Kofi. Just send me a request.